This is the symbology of Clash of Clans right now. What you think could be so perfect and come out so beautiful can just shatter in a second's time. Welcome to Clan War Leagues. What's shaking, guys? It's Feldy bringing you another Clash of Clans video, and today we are in Clan War Leagues, and it is super crazy. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I just want to catch you guys up on a little bit about what's going on in my life. Last 2 days, did not produce a video for you guys. I was trying to, but I have been dealing with a sick dog, and Thursday night, you saw from the intro video, I was cooking a beef Wellington, and the beef Wellington, literally with 5 minutes left, the glass shattered completely, like you saw. I mean, lots of tiny little shards. There went a $75 meal, so hey, you know, sometimes you roll with the punches. You had a sick dog, your meal's completely destroyed for dinner. It was just a mess. So it's just been kind of nuts. She's sitting down here right now. She's got pancreatitis, and we're pulling for her to get better. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and we really appreciate it. All right, let's get right into Clan War League. It is the best and worst of. I'm going to bring you some of the best. Let's go ahead and start with the best attacks. I'm going to actually show you the best attack from this clan. It was a Town Hall 9 with one hero and basically Bow Witch. So yeah, he comes in and absolutely clobbers Swingin' Beef here, and it's just a really interesting attack. I know there's like some delay in it. All right, there we go. All right, so he brings in a Wall Wrecker, and he's got his witches down, and then he brings in some bowlers. Now, instead of everybody going onto the outside, they actually all pretty much funneled inside, which never happens to me. So, and he didn't even try funneling. It just happened to be magical where the funnel seemed to work. A couple of the outside units went around, and sure enough, here's that core where you can kind of see the Wall Wrecker takes out the Expo. Wall Wrecker's getting locked onto by that single target Inferno, but there's so much beefiness within that core. He throws down a Rage, a Heal, and he's able to take out all that stuff right away. All those Teslas, all the Expo. The single target Inferno locks onto the Golem, luckily for him, not lucky for us, and the outside guys are doing their jobs around here and around here. The queen, she just walked around, did the queen walk essentially. Core has so much going on with it that it is just raged up right there with all the bowlers, getting rid of all the extra wall pieces. Well, I guess they were trying to, and then they kind of went down, and now they are just about to finish off the outside. Lucky for him, one of the little witch in the Larrys go over and get that builder hut right over there, and the rest of it is history. Voila, that is a beautiful 3-star, one hero. That was pretty epic, I gotta say. Like, that attack was really lucky and really well thought out. Alright, we got the next attack here. We've got Liz. She is going at a Town Hall 12. She is a Town Hall 13, but it's still an epic attack. Why? Her heroes are so underleveled for Town Hall 13, and her troops, basically, all she's bringing are E-Drags. So let's see what she does. She does this, like, Royal Champion charge, which I've never really seen before. It's a very unique thing. It doesn't really work all the time. It never works on a Town Hall 13 that she's tried, but on a Town Hall 12, it seemed to do pretty decent in terms of getting rid of some of these high-value damage buildings. So, the healers still continue to heal her. She's still going over there, and then she drops the queen to try to clean up some of that stuff over at the bottom to try to funnel. Now, that Royal Champion definitely has a ton of value. Like, if that Rage didn't get placed, that Royal Champion would have been toast, but she continues to heal her up. That Royal Champion continues to go to town. Now, again, this is not a max level Town Hall 12. She is not a max level Town Hall 13, but she is using the Royal Champion, and this could give you a couple ideas when you guys go up against some mismatched Clan War League attacks. If you are a Town Hall 13 or you have a Town Hall 13 in your clan, watch this attack and make sure that you pay close attention to it. It could actually save you guys a star or two. All right. Let's go ahead and continue on in the action. It is raged up here in the center with all those E-Drags, max level E-Drags, which is great because there is a single target Inferno pounding down on those. And then you've got the Grand Warden going to town. Those E-Drags get one more shot off, and just in the nick of time as well. Not a level 5 Town Hall 12, so no Giga Bomb to deal with. But then we've got the rest of the troops just cleaning up and going to town. What a very, very well done execution by Liz on that one. So, while it wasn't a complete even matchup, I wanted to show you guys that Royal Champion, I guess, charge, really, because that was just insane. Alright, guys, we've got the next one, and it is White Feather attacking Town Hall 11 on Town Hall 11, and pretty much a maxed out Town Hall 11. He comes in with a king with the Rage right away, trying to get a little bit of space. He's got the baby dragons to cut. That one top baby dragon gets destroyed, but that other baby drag cuts just enough, and he's going to come in with mass E-Drags. He goes ahead and uses the Grand Warden ability right away for that Eagle Smash, but the Eagle did still get one drop on it. Now, the E-Drags, I find, are better kind of scattered in pairs instead of massed together in a clump, right? Because if that Eagle happens to hit and go down, your E-Drags are really toasty. But this Rage in the core takes out so much. The E-Drags still just have so much power. Everything is so tight together in that base. It makes it perfect for E-Drags or Valks or some kind of chain reaction, anything. Bowlers would have been great too. That was a really, really well done attack by White Feather. Definitely scouting properly, definitely making sure that everything was accounted for, I guess, inside the base. There you guys go. A beautiful 3-star E-Drag attack on a maxed out Town Hall 11. And here we go. We've got Raw coming in with a triple Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10 with mass miners. I wanted to show this one for you guys just to make sure that you saw exactly what was going on. Lures out the Clan Castle. Beautiful job right there. Getting that E-Drag to come out of the Clan Castle. Uses the Queen. She ends up going down, which was so unfortunate. Wasted the wizards and a freeze and gets even more of these wizards gone. When you're dealing with an E-Drag, you have to evenly space these guys out. Otherwise, you are just in for a roasty, toasty time. Alright, so he pulls a Golem from the top. He's going to go ahead and use a Stone Slammer, which is probably a really good idea because it acts as even more damage. And here he comes with a P.E.K.K.A. and his king. He is going to town. Actually, that was the enemy king, but his P.E.K.K.A. took out the enemy king. Now the king is dropped in, and we are just going ham with miners being dropped everywhere. They are just going every which way. Now, the great thing about miners is once you take out the splash damage, you can pretty much assure that you are going to get a whole bunch of damage dealt, and as long as you have them under heal with the splash damage around, you should be a-okay. So he's got a whole bunch kind of going every which way here. kind of going all in, taking out some of those skeletons, taking out some of these Expos. The cannons and those mortars are getting on those guys, but they are now under a rage, now under a heal, which basically this is the last little area where they need to get at, and they are just going a little crazy. The king raged up over there on the side, coming down, taking out a whole bunch of those units. Luckily, that king should tank for a lot of those miners. We got a whole bunch going onto these builder huts, which it's a little crazy that they can't walk one step to the miner or to the builder hut. But that's the miner's function. They only do one attack and go down, just like a little gopher. Beautiful, beautiful miner attack. Always risky, but always well worth it when you can 3-star. Alright, now I've got a whole bunch of failed attacks for you guys. I figured we would go ahead and do this all at once. I am going to show Liz's failed attack only because what I want to show is a max Town Hall 13 and why you have to bring a blimp. A blimp is the key to a max Town Hall 13 when you are attacking it if you want to try to get the star. Now, remember, she just used this Royal Champion walk to try to execute a 3-star at a Town Hall 12. Well, Town Hall 13 is much, much different. Look at how quick this Royal Champion is going to go down. Now, look at also that that Stone Slammer barely got any value. She would have been so much better off bringing that blimp, having it come down to that Town Hall, having it filled with balloons, having a rage and a freeze saved for it, and she would have been golden. Look at just how much damage is going on. That scatter shot is absolutely deadly, and that is one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't realize is how deadly those scatter shots really are, especially with clumped up groups. She almost had 50%, she almost had the Town Hall, but had she used that blimp, it would have been a total at least 1-star, if not 2-star for her. Alright guys, I have the awful attack that Sniper Man had on Town Hall 13. I thought I could get a star. I thought 50% for sure. Maybe the 2-star. I'm a Town Hall 10 going up against a Town Hall 13. So this was my little way to try to get it. I thought, okay, kill that enclosure, basically give complete access to that little area, try to kind of funnel my troops in. So in comes some bowlers, in comes the siege barracks, which gives you a couple extra troops on top of your clan castle troops. I figured get these guys all in here, all raged up. Really, it didn't quite have the effect that I was going for. All of a sudden, everything just pretty much died out in the center right there because of those 2 dragons and all that splash damage. Now, I thought for sure I would be able to at least get that Town Hall down and at least get that stupid dragon down earlier, but man, those dragons definitely killed me. The wizards can only last so long against that Inferno, and the Yeti definitely won't survive against all that damage right there. So that was just an absolute miserable failure on my part. 42%, couldn't even get the 50%. I was so devastated on that attack. Okay, now this is just kind of funny. This is literally these 4 attacks. You can see them from Tyler, Mr. Supreme, Minsu, and Bradley. The other team's attacks, they literally used Barch. Here's the thing. If you're going to use Barch and try to get a star, at least use the goblins to take out resources quick that are along the side and use your giants smartly to tank for them, and then try to use your Barch around and try to get the 50%. The thing is, they just miserably sucked and spammed, and they thought that they were going to be able to get an actual star spamming with Barch against Town Hall 9s. Now, totally not even going to happen. Barch will never, ever, ever happen with Town Hall 9. You won't ever get a star. So that's basically the horrible attack. I'm not even going to finish that. I just wanted to show you guys 4 of these bases were attacked with Barch, and it's just absolutely hilarious. So don't do that in war. Okay, we've got another awful attack. Their Town Hall 12 got 1 star on our Town Hall 11. Now, this is just such a great attack defense from Scandaliz, and so I'm just going to kind of 2 times speed this because this one kind of goes a little slow at first. They're going to try to cut with some E-Drags, but the thing is, the base is so spread out that the E-Drags take forever to cut. So they would have been better off bringing a baby drag to try to cut all that down, right? And then come after the base. Well, they've already wasted all those E-Drags. That's 60 housing spaces that they could have gotten so much more value for 20. But they didn't do that, and they realized really quickly how much value the E-Drags hold, because they weren't able to get anything higher than this 1 star that they already obtained with the 50%. You can see she's even got like weaker defenses, and she still was able to hold off a 2-star attack. That is just absolutely crazy. Look at that baby drag going to town. The ice golem taking the queen for a nice little ride. They have an epic time fail. Bam. Had they dropped those heroes a little sooner, probably would have had a 2-star. Okay, one last one from me, and then I've got one other epic fail for you guys from the farm. Let's go ahead and show you Sniperman's epic fail on a Town Hall 11. Thinking I've got maxed out troops, I've got almost a maxed out heroes, just the king was 5 levels too shy. And I go ahead and send in my troops. I'm trying to kind of cut just a little bit. I've got healers going down here in a moment, trying to get all my Bow Witch going. And sure enough, I'm not fast enough to get to what I wanted to get done. So the rage, the heal, all of it's going in. None of it is working because there was no tank going in front, because my golem gets absolutely decimated right there, and then all I have is my king because my queen decides to walk around instead of through that little space that I was trying to guide her through. So that was my little epic fail on a Town Hall 11. Granted, I'm a Town Hall 10, but even an E-Drag in that clan castle, I should have been able to handle that. I should have had some kind of at least 1 star. I kind of regret throwing all my troops down. I should have scouted the base just a little better, saved maybe, a couple archers instead of an extra bowler to get those corners to maybe get that 50%. Alright, and the last epic fail of the video today is this attack against White Feather. Now, this guy comes in with kind of a mixed bag. He's got a Town Hall 11. Actually, he's got a Town Hall 12, I think, because his Grand Warden's 21, so he's definitely a Town Hall 12. So Town Hall 12 against Town Hall 11. He probably just got to Town Hall 12, though, so let's just call it an even matchup. So we have a dragon in the clan castle instead of a E-Drag, and something else was in the clan castle too, but I forget what it was. I'm sure you guys might have seen it on the replay. You can just scroll back. I can't right away. But here goes the queen walk and queen charge, and she's locked on by that single target inferno. He puts down even more healers for some reason instead of a freeze. So now he's just kind of stuck, and he realizes that he's pretty much screwed. He's trying to get something going in here. Instead of clumping everything together, he decides to kind of attack it in a V kind of format, which doesn't really end up working out. He should have had his healers heal all the troops, but he put down the golem over there and then sent everything up over here, which was just a massive, massive mistake. That is what you call freaking out during an attack, and that will get you every single time. So I hope that you guys learned a couple things from this episode, what not to do, what maybe could work, and try that Royal Champion charge. If you are a Town Hall 13 having to go up against a Town Hall 12 or 11, that Royal Champion charge definitely is worth it. Alright guys, that does it for today's video. Until next time, Feldy. Peace.